think at the end of the last video we'd done this bit, but I have had a little practice with some of this net, and I've sort of rolled it, and I'm going to come back and show you exactly what I've done. So I got some pink that's almost the same colour, and what I've done is I've got a little bit of net just like that. You could use any sort of thing. You could use lace if you've got... That's not going to work. I thought I'd attach that down. Obviously not. And I'm just sort of twisting it to make it like a little rope. Because I want to do all different types of coral. And the first thing I'm going to do is try and attach this down. If I can. Obviously didn't work last time. It's just come off. Right. I'm not so worried about the bottom because we may put something round it or we may do some more stitching. But, you know, it's the edge. It's the edge. So sort of twist it to make like a rope effect. And I'm holding it and then I'm going to couch it down. And you could use this technique for any time you want to do something maybe like lettering. You know, you could get some fabric and roll it up and then stitch it down in whatever sort of name or title that you wanted to. You know, any sort of flower stem you could use this for as well. Excuse the big jumper, it's very cold today. And I've been out for a walk this morning and got soaking wet again. Honestly, it's like rainy season or something. It hasn't stopped raining over here for, I can't remember the last time it was actually nice. Probably while I was at work and I missed it. I know the weekends have been completely washed out. So I hope you're having better weather where you are. Because I think we've got all the rain over here in the UK. So you're welcome. Hopefully, by the time you see this video, I will be in sunny Oz, getting a bit warmer. Because I know it's not raining over there, where I'm going. Which is super nice to know. Yeah, just the thought of no rain for a bit is very exciting. I've got to pack all my summer clothes. I've got to see if I can fit into them now. I've been in my winter jogging bottoms and not concentrating on what I was eating so much. So yeah, you know that struggle. Well, it's like springtime for me at the moment. I've now got to try and get into my summer clothes. Yeah. So no more pizzas, no more chips, no more crisps at work. It's a nightmare at work because we have some really nice people and they bring in cakes and biscuits and crisps and, you know, there's always somebody's got a birthday and there's cake everywhere. It's very tempting. And I do try. But, you know, it sometimes it's just, you know, you're a bit peckish and you're having a cup of tea and there's this cake just sitting there. Oh, no. No willpower at all. Not at all. If it's not there, I can go without. But as soon as somebody puts something in front of me, I'm like, oh, that does look nice. Anybody relate to that? Or am I on my own with that one? Or is there other people who have that problem? Now I'm thinking about it, you see, I want to go and get some cake. And I haven't got any in the house. So, you know, that's not going to happen. There won't be any. The best I can do is like a piece of toast. Oh dear. I might do one more. Coming that way. So a little bunch. A little bunch. Because that's how coral grows, isn't it? In like bunches. It's coming along, isn't it? I'm quite thrilled how it's coming out. I love my little fishes, and I've got to put the others on yet. But I just got so excited about starting the coral. I can add the fishes afterwards. Right, so I'm coming in there with where the rest of the coral is at the bottom. Yeah, the first stitch is always a bit tricky. So I'm sort of going to stab it down, and then I'm going to roll it once I've got it on. And just sort of twist it. Obviously, if you've got some sort of something that looks like rope, then just use that. I have, but it won't go. It doesn't go with this. It's white. And I want this to be full of bright colours. And yes, I think I'm heading that way. I've had another idea for something else, which I'm going to try in a minute as well. Another technique. But don't worry if you don't know how to do this couching stitch and you can't really tell from what I'm doing. I do have a video on couching where I spend the whole video just couching, so you can just watch it and sort of follow along. Okay. You don't have to keep rewinding it. I just keep going, and I find repetition is probably the easiest way to learn anything. And seeing it instead of trying to learn it from a book, I think is also easier. You know, I'm wondering where to go there, but I'm thinking, no, I'm going to go over there. I just spent 5 minutes looking for my needle threader. Oh my goodness. So right, where were we? We were coming along here, weren't we? So I'm just going to turn this round. 5 minutes. I don't even think it's the same one. I think it's a different one than I had before. So I don't know where that went. Probably somewhere in the pile of fabric. And ribbon. And everything else that I've got out. I've also been, I've got another idea about how to make some more sort of different coral. I need to finish this first. So bear with me. We've got a couple more stitches just to keep this down. Oh, that was a big stitch. Don't need to be that big, Carol. It's because I'm trying to hold it down and stitch at the same time. There we go. Well, it's got a little funny end on it, but we'll go with that. They can be together at the top. That's fine. Okay, right. Right, there we go. So I'm thinking that's coming along really, really nice. And my next step is to get some more pink. I did start it. And we just need to find the end. You know, that's the battle. So I've got all 6 strands threaded on the needle. And we're going to make some blobs, I think is the word I'm going to use. Blobs on the stalks. Now I was trying to do a satin stitch, because I have been asked to do a satin stitch, which I'm not very good at. So we might leave that for another time. But I'm thinking actually French knots might be the way to go for this. And I have changed my mind. So I've got a couple at the bottom that are going to be different. But I think little French knots up this are going to look better than that. So I'm going to go round maybe 3 times. And I'm going to make quite large knots. And I'm going to go all the way up on both sides. And very useful stitch to know. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go up both sides of the stalk. Did I just say that? I think I just said that. And there is a lot of going backwards and forwards through this. And the material is not the easiest to sew through. Oh, come on. Maybe I've got the wrong needle. I don't know, it seems quite... It's because this is so thick. But I want it thick. Because I want to be able to see them. And I don't know what type of coral it is. It's one I've made up. Because I can do that. You can do what you like. Your piece. If you want to do little satin stitch flowers, then that's what you do. I just thought it might look cute with little French knots on. So I'm going to do one. And then I'll finish this bit off sort of with my in front of the TV time, because it is going to be quite tricky pulling that through every time. So that's what it's going to look like, and I'm going to do that on all of this, and I might do some more of that over here. But I did have another idea that I want to do, so I'm going to take that off, that needle, and I'm going to leave that and finish that, because you don't want to see me struggle. Oh, you do want to see me struggle. You rotten lot. You do. I know you do. I'm quite liking this. But I don't know if that'll work either. Because, can you imagine? It looks like a ladder. I don't know how to make it. Maybe if I just scrunched it up a bit as I sewed it on. I'm just talking it through with you guys. I think that might look quite nice. Let's give that a go. I'll just cut a length. And I've got this gold colour. So let's see what we can do, because, you know, we're just playing. So it's all going to be fun. I don't know about the ribbon. It's a bit see-through, isn't it? And what we'll do is we'll just sort of fold that up and just sort of stitch through it. Yeah, I don't think I can do all just stitches on this, because it's going to take a long time. It's quite a big piece. And I remember how long it took me to do my little tiny rock garden. Oh, you didn't. Yes, you did. Threading again. This is why I keep my needle threader handy. I'm back. Okay, right, let's do this. I'm trying not to unthread my needle again. And I'm going to not worry if that comes out at the side. Then that's absolutely fine, because it'll just add a bit of interest. I think I'm quite liking that. And I don't know if I've used this before. I know I have, but I've got a whole reel of it. So, you know, just use it up. Use whatever you've got lying in your stash. Like this. That's all I used for this. So we're going to do that. Oh, here's Snowbell. Decided it's time to make an appearance. Hello. Hello. Thank you. That's lovely. You just carry on. What are you doing? Meow. So for those of you who said, where's Snowbell? Now I think she's been in every video since. So, you know, it's your own fault. She's now patting me for something and I don't know what it is. I like the pattern. It's very cute. So let's just see how this looks. I'm thinking it's going to look quite nice and it's lovely and soft. It's like a chenille type of wool, which is super soft. So I'm quite liking that. Let's do that. Those two are almost the same colour. I've got two colours together there. It's very tricky to try and show you at the same time. And go up there. I just want to see what it's going to look like. Yep, all that blue thread is getting tangled up. What do you think? I think it's looking really cool. And I might make this quite long and go like right up here somewhere instead of just all at the bottom. So if we've got some different lengths going on, it's always interesting, isn't it? Very tricky to hold when you get in the middle. So I'm coming up again. Oh, shh. No whinging. No whinging, please. Thank you. No patting me for something. You're not getting whatever it is you think you want at the moment. So it's really coming on. I'm really enjoying this and I think it's going to look really cool when we get it all done. And I don't want to rush it. I don't want to rush it at all. But I also don't want to be like repetitive. But then I suppose stitching is repetitive. So, oh, we're going to twist. We're twisting this one just for something different. Let's go back through there. So as you can see, that it's going to evolve into whatever I've got in my stash to make things with. Let's go for a little shop in your stash when you're doing your slow stitching and see what you think you could use. I didn't think I'd be able to use this, but it's actually turned out to be really quite cute. So, you know, you never know. You just never know. And these two little funny bits at the top, I think I'm going to cut off. Am I going to cut them off? No. Do you think I'm going to leave them? I think. I might stitch them. Just put one stitch in that top bit to stop it from wiggling. I think I'm going to leave them because, you know, why not? So we're going to get another piece. It may not stay that long. What's the matter? What's the matter, Grumpy Drawers? And just give Snowbell a bit of a fuss before we carry on. Eh? What is it? Same old, I don't like my dinner, give me something else. Is that what it is? Okay. Right, where should we go? Should we go up next to it? Here. I think a couple of strands of this is going to look really nice. I should really find music to put on while we're doing this, but do you know what? Sometimes I just like the peace and quiet. And I don't have epidemic sound. So I'd have to find... Oh, actually, it doesn't matter, does it? Because I'm not monetized. So I could use YouTube's. I could use YouTube's music and put some music on in the background. I might try that. See what you all think. Oops, no, go down. I nearly did it again and had to rethread my needle, but we don't want that. We do not want that. And so you can't see very well what I'm doing. But what I'll do, I think, is when we've done this one, I might finish my French knots on the other side. Might see if I can find a better needle to do that with, because that was quite tough. I think it's that blue fabric. It's a very strange sort of fabric to stitch through. Oh, sequins. We could put some sequins on. Oh, some sparkle. Oh, what do you think? What do you think? Do we need sparkles? Maybe we do. Oh, and a mermaid. No, Carol, you can't fit it all on. See, too many ideas. Too many ideas in my head. That's the problem. I'm going to have to do a mermaid one now, won't I? Oh, I quite fancy doing a mermaid. That would be all sequins and glitter. Not really my style, but I don't know. I just fancy doing it. See, it's another idea, isn't it? I have no lack of ideas at all. I've got so many. I want to do another fabric book now we finish the other one. As well, but I want to make it more of a just because book. Now, if you don't know what a just because book is, I will direct you over to Susan Taylor Brown. I'm sure that many of you probably watch her. If you know stitching, she is like an amazing texture artist with fibres, and she's invented these just because books, and you make a little book and you just stitch in it, whatever you feel like doing. If you feel like cutting a hole in the page and then sewing it back together, that's what you do. And honestly, they are so freeing. If you learn embroidery when you were young and, you know, it's been that rigid, it's quite refreshing, because you can just let go and do whatever you like. So we may make one of those as well. Well, we will make one of those. I just don't know when it's going to be. I wish I could put out a video every day, but, you know, I've got to go to work. I've got to go to work, guys, which is very frustrating, because I sit there answering phones thinking I could be at home stitching. Okay, I've rethreaded my needle. I had to get some new cotton, and that's the only bit I'm really editing out, is all the times I have to rethread a needle, because, you know, it's not that exciting. And sometimes I edit the bit where I tie the knot at the back. But yeah, and we don't want to waste time watching me do that. I'm liking this. I think it's making it sort of really cool. I can't wait to put my fishes on, coming sort of round the coral. Oh, come on. Getting tangled up underneath there, I think. Maybe we'll go this way. That might be easier for you to see. Let's come up. And twist it, see what happens. Ooh, that's quite cool. Maybe we'll just do that. Sorry guys, I know you can't see that bit. See, this is what I mean. It's quite difficult to actually stitch this and let you be able to see what I'm doing. And also, it's getting dark again, isn't it? Can you tell? I don't want to sort of put the light on halfway through a video, so I will stop in a minute. And hopefully on Wednesday, my day off, I'll be able to do some in the daytime. Well, it is the daytime. It's actually 11 o'clock in the morning, but because it's raining, it's very dark. I mean, at least there's no thunderstorms, but it is pretty dark. If I decide to do any more, I'll turn the light on and then start. This is a very long piece. I don't want to leave it. I want to finish it off with you. Oh, it's getting darker and darker. Oh, I think we're going to have another thunderstorm. All right, let's just get this piece down. Up there. I'll come back. Stitch that down because it keeps flopping. And just random stitches. Just to tack this down. I don't think it's going anywhere. Okay. That went a bit wonky there, but I am rushing slightly now, and I don't like to rush my stitches. Right. There we go. Let's put my needle away. I'm getting really good at putting my needle away now. What do you think so far? So far, I'm going to do some more French knots coming up here. Because as you could see, the little ones I was trying to make down there, like leaves, they didn't work so well. So I'm going to do some more French knots on that. That I think I'm not going to do any more. It goes quite big, isn't it? It goes all the way up. So hopefully you can see that. And when we come back, we'll do a bit more. And I might put this one on here, because that needs to be together like that. So I'll just finish that one and French knots. And I'll come back next time with more coral stitches. I think we need something going up this corner here, which would obviously be the front of the book, which I think the seahorse is going to go on here. So if you're enjoying the videos, please subscribe. That would be lovely. And as usual, thank you for joining me. Any comments, pop them below. I do answer all my comments, and I love to hear from you. So I'll see you soon. Bye.